Rachel, it was a hard-fought, typical match between Whitworth and George Fox on Saturday here at Scotford, and this time the Bruins were able to pull it out 6-3. Take us back through that and how it played out, because it was tight all the way through, and they didn't clinch it until the very end.
Fox is always a really tough team for us. They're wonderful competitors, and historically, and this last weekend, they're great competition at every single spot for us, that's the exact kind of tennis we want to be playing. Obviously, they eked it out this last week, but I will say this: my team knew going into this match that we weren't slated to be the winners of this match, and we're leaving the match not just happy that we got 3 of the 9 matches. We're really hoping we get an opportunity to see them at the conference tournament and make things right. Some highlights were our number 3 doubles team, Meredith Bedford and Jordan Turner Esposito. Both players really came in clutch against a tough 3 doubles team that's put up good scores. And honestly, they complement each other so well and pulled out a tough doubles match at that 3 spot. Also, Gracie Smiley at 1 singles played George Fox's Callie Weicker. They've come up against each other 3 other times before this, and Gracie has never won that battle. And man, it was great to see her win in straight sets for the 4th time playing against Callie, who's a great ball striker. Another shout out to Paige Oliver at the 2 singles spots. Paige played against one of Fox's new first years, who has really just been dominating at the 2 single spot and conference, and really looking at that matchup, it was a pretty big upset for Paige to win that match. And again, we're walking off that court feeling like we want to make that happen every single day. So overall, there were a lot of close spots. There were a couple 3-set matches that we didn't end up winning. But when you get to a 3rd set, you got to recognize that, man, that's a match that you're in and that you could win. We're eager to make that happen, hopefully again this season, if we get a chance to see them at conference.
And then on Sunday, another opportunity to play an exhibition against Bellevue and get some fresh faces in there, and some other people a chance to play. How important is that for the team to have those opportunities?
It's really important. One, just because, I've mentioned before, this year our team is really, really deep. So players who aren't regularly getting in the lineup in conference matches do need to be prepared and ready, and are absolutely talented enough to be in the lineup on any given day. So getting an opportunity to have a friendly or a scrimmage against a team like Bellevue is really a good opportunity, because match play is really what makes us most mentally prepared in times of need. And that's the beautiful part of having such a deep roster, is that, man, if anything were to happen, if anybody got injured or was sick, we're going to be ready.
The last regular season match coming up this weekend against Lewis Clark State. Kind of a fun day. You get to play next to the guys at the same time. But just talk about the matchup with LCSC and what that presents.
Yeah, Lewis Clark State is always just a great competition for us. Typically, they're a little bit ahead of us in development or in skill. Their coach, Kai Fong, does a really, really great job of bringing in good talent at the start, and they're deeper this year than I've ever seen them. For us, putting this match at the end of our season is a really good way to kind of check on our progress, because we saw them in the very first match of our spring season, and really it's the last match we'll play if we are able to get to the conference tournament as well. So it's a good way for us to kind of measure up how we've made progress ourselves. So I'm really excited, one, to host them on our courts, because I think especially if fans come out, that makes a huge difference in our ability to perform to the top of our abilities. And 2, just to kind of get an idea and see, where are we? Did we make the progress we wanted to make this season?